Hey folks, how you doing? How is everyone today? Hope you are all having, here in the UK, an amazing half term. And for those of you who aren't in the UK, hope you're enjoying the fact that your kids are not at home all the time. Hopefully with COVID, they are actually back at school and not having to homeschool them. Hope everyone is safe and well. So today's live is all about if you don't know it, or you don't know it till the numbers show it. That's what today's live is about. You don't know it till the numbers show it. And one of my mentors said this to me probably about 6 years ago when I was learning how to build my personal brand. And this is something that we all feel we might know a little bit about. But unless our numbers, unless our business shows that we are making money and that we are having success, anything that we learn we don't know until our numbers show it. And this kind of works with our clients as well as our business. So let's just have a look at some of the problems that you guys might be suffering with. So one is that maybe you are dabbling with marketing, or maybe you have invested in helping build your business with regards to search engine optimization. Maybe you're going networking, and maybe you're dabbling with blogs, or you're on LinkedIn. Maybe you're doing all of these things to grow your business, and you are feeling like you are doing what you need to do to grow your business. Now let's look at servicing your clients. So maybe you are looking at offering advisory services. Maybe you're looking at actually doing that value added service on top of compliance. You can stay with compliance, you can do value added, it's totally up to you. But if you're looking at doing the value added advisory services, maybe you're really suffering because you can't sell people into advisory. And by not selling people into advisory, you're not getting people results, which means that when you're showing up to your sales conversations, even though you say, I can, give you advice, we can do your management accounts, we can talk around it, we can have meetings, you're saying all of those things, but actually you're not convinced that you can do it, because whilst you know it, your numbers aren't actually showing that you're really good at these things. Okay, so there's two things. One is marketing, and maybe you've spent some time learning about how to do marketing, and you are, you're feeling quite confident about it. And maybe you're offering advisory, but because you've not actually done advisory, you're not convinced that you're really good at it. And one of the things that we do is we spend a lot of time learning how to grow our businesses. Many of you watching this today will be part of masterminds. There's a lot of accountants out there offering masterminds. There's a lot of accountants out there offering for accountants and bookkeepers how to price your business, how to do marketing, how to do all these things. And what I'm seeing is a huge influx of accountants who have grown a practice to maybe 5 or 8 employees. Their turnover is somewhere between 300,000 and 800,000. And because they have had a little bit of success, they are out there advising you what to do. However, there is a very big difference between a little bit of success and absolutely knowing, like the back of your hand, how to grow a very, very successful accounting firm and have that success. And their numbers, even if you're turning over sort of 300,000, 500,000, and then you're going out and educating other accountants, you don't actually know it. Your numbers don't show that you know how to grow an accounting firm. And this is something that I want you guys to understand, because if your numbers don't show it, then you don't know it, is very, very, very true. And I want you to think about when you are doing your marketing, when you are educating your clients, when you are actually out there offering advisory, if you are not succeeding yourself, how can you then help other people? Okay, so I want you to think about, first of all, if you're spending a lot of time doing marketing and you're like, oh, I know how to do marketing, I don't need any help, I know how to do SEO, I know how to do LinkedIn, I've been using LinkedIn, I'm good at LinkedIn. If your LinkedIn is not making you money every single day, then you still don't know how to use it properly. Okay, if you are saying, oh, I'm really good at growing my practice, I've got it to 500,000, I think that I'm going to go out and help accountants do the same, your numbers aren't big enough to show other accountants how to do it, unless you're just working with startups and you're showing them how to, start their practice on a good footing. Okay, so you have to teach people at the right time in the right way. So really, what I want you to understand is you might feel like you're learning loads of stuff. You might feel you're teaching loads of information, but unless your numbers in your business, I'm teaching you to suck eggs really as accountants, unless your numbers in your business reflect that you are really good at marketing, reflect that you're really good at growing a practice, reflect that you're really good at turning compliance into a scalable product, unless you are actually doing that, you don't actually know how to do it. So your focus needs to be, how can I know stuff? Well, the way to know stuff is to get results from what it is that you think you know. It's one of those things like when we read a book and at the end of that book, it's like, yay, I now know how to get traction, for example. So Traction is a really, really good book. Unless you implement it, you don't know it. You just know about it, but you don't know it yourself, okay? Because you haven't implemented it. A bit like the Profit First book. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Profit First. I have lots of accountants say, oh yeah, I've heard of it, I've read the book, but you don't know it. You don't know how to do Profit First until you're implementing it in your business and you're implementing it in your clients' businesses. We implement it in our business. We've learned it from scratch. I still don't feel like we know Profit First, okay? So we're implementing it in our business. It's phenomenal. We've implemented the book, but our numbers actually show it as well. And we've got 3 different options with our numbers so that we can, manipulate Profit First so that it actually gives us what we want from the business. So I want you to understand that it doesn't matter what books you read, it doesn't matter what courses you take, it doesn't matter how successful you think your accounting firm is, you don't actually know how to do any of these things unless your numbers show it. And if you're not having sales calls every single week from LinkedIn marketing, then you don't know how to do LinkedIn marketing. If you're not having sales calls from Facebook advertising every single week, then you don't know how to do it. If you're not getting people to download your ebook, although you might think that you know how to do it, you don't, because you're not getting people to download it. So unless the numbers show it, you don't know it. And the solution to that is to start taking action and implementing and testing and measuring so that you can then learn and then know it. It's a process. So I've done many, many coaching courses in my life. Some of them have been brilliant, some of them not so great, but all of them, if I focused, would work. And I have to make sure that I know what it is that I'm doing. So I could do a marketing course, for example, but I don't actually know how to do these things unless my numbers show me at the end of it that I've been really successful at it. So be super, super clear that anything that you do in life, you don't actually know how to do it unless your numbers show you that you do know that. So your numbers will let you know if you really know it. And if you're spending time on SEO, blogging, LinkedIn, Facebook, advertising, any of those things, and you're like, yeah, I know how to do these things, I know how to do marketing. If your numbers don't show it, no, you don't. I'm really afraid you don't. If you would like some help with knowing and properly knowing it so that your numbers can show that you know it, if you would like help with marketing to get those high value clients and to get those calls in the diary, then reach out, send me a message on Facebook or LinkedIn with the word momentum, and I will get you all the details. We can show you how to know it, and then we can get your numbers to show it. I'll catch up with you all soon. See you later.